it's a good sign to see his teammates interacting with him. You know, that's one of the bigger questions about Kyler Murray coming into this season was his relationship and leadership abilities on this team. And so, he's not the most outgoing and social guy. In fact, his coach said he's antisocial at times by design. And it's good to see him interacting with his team. He was elected a team captain, which I think was maybe one of the biggest things for his development. And we'll see as this season goes on how he develops as a leader.
Right, a little easier when things are going well like they are right now.
Yeah.
He might have been overgeeked, just excited to come home and play in this stadium where he'd never lost before.
But, you know, we may be witnessing part of the maturation process, right? He started off bad. You saw his body language didn't look good. Him and DeAndre were discussing a few things. Now he gets hot. Everybody starts responding favorably. That's what you want.
Dalton to Pollard. That's not what you want. That's a little drop for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and on the flip side, if you're Mike McCarthy, you're not going to be able to escape how all of these negative things are coming together, right? The Zeke fumbles, obviously. The interception, you could argue, should have been a defensive pass interference, but Andy Dalton should have had an interception at the start of the game. Now you had Gallup drop.
Second down and 10. Shy of midfield. 28-3 Arizona. Nearly another drop. Elliott able to hang on and hangs on to the football as well that time. First down for the Cowboys, gain of 11.
And now remember, when Andy Dalton signed with the Cowboys, it was talked about as being one of the best signings you could possibly make, right? They don't expect there to be much drop-off, so he has to perform.
Dalton loads up, and Wilson could not haul it in. Good coverage. Deontay Thompson was there.
That is a textbook break on the football by Deontay Thompson in the middle of the field on Cedric Wilson.
This ball's got to be out a lot sooner. You cannot lead your receiver down there into a safety like that. That's the response.
Oh, you think that's a bad move? So you're saying I should go to Subway for a delicious footlong? Amazing speech, Coach.
I know.
Now in the app, get a free footlong when you buy 2 because it's footlong season.
Tessa's getting her holiday shopping done early at Amazon. So come December, she'll get to be Holiday Tessa. Nobody's taking this photo off their fridge. Go ahead, Tessa.
just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And the short one here complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And some room to work. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Breeze going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. On the ground, Geis, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Eagles, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When a holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
32-yard line. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, come on, 53, check 53. Hey, let's get this.
They'll run with Sanders. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
The tackle made. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Breeze now to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Complete to
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Breeze. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal.
Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Geis, they'll try to run it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Wentz. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A gain on the play. 1st down, Saints.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
82 at
Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide. Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, it's Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a carry for Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 17-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, the Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are back within a score. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go to the fullback. They did.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Yeah, force equals mass times acceleration.
That's That's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy, the apple dropped on his head.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Breeze to throw. Throw left side, complete to Troutman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Zach Ertz, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He'll fire deep for Rager. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, New Orleans.
On first down, this is Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Geis, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run with Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They run with Geis. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. One-score game, third quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
Always asking me what I got on. They were like,
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go.
Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Huntley, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Get the fuck out of here.
Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here we go with Geis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play there, second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
First and goal.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Brings up second and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Breeze. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Penalty that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. Breeze going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were stopped on fourth down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Buying time to his left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get
3
back
times
to
in
the
a row,
line of
huh?
scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
We going for 4?
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Geis. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Open man here, Sims, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans.